guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm just going to be doing an eyebrow tutorial. Let me just put my hair back so we can get started. So the products that I'm going to be using today is the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. That's going to go on the top of my eyebrow or your eyebrow, whatever you're using. Through this video I'm going to be trying to show you guys the color or the product that I'm using, and clearly you can see that it was not working at all. I got me some tweezers for the loose hairs, and then I have my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color dark brown. As you can see, again, not really working. Don't pay attention to my nails, okay? Just don't. And then my concealer brush, I always use a flat brush and it always tends to be rounded. I don't really like using the square ones. And then for concealer to go under my eyebrows, I have the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Deep. So I just noticed my hands are ashy, so let me be right back. Okay, so now that my hands are all moisturized, because that was tragic, sip some of my tea. The tea that I'm drinking was a detox tea that I got out of my local commissary. So yeah, now I'm going in with my Brow Wiz, and I'm going to take the spoolie end and I'm going to brush my hairs up. And the reason why I brush them up is to basically put all the hairs in place so that I can visibly see my sparse areas. Later on in the video I'm going to brush them down so that after I draw on the Brow Wiz, I'm able to see other spaces that are sparse when I brush it down so that I can color those in too. And I noticed that all my pimples and imperfections are showing on camera. Great. So now I'm just going to go in and tweeze my hairs, the ones that are loose. You don't have to do this. This step is optional, but I always do it because I tend to find a piece of hair every time I do my eyebrows. And whenever you're putting concealer over it, it's all right to just, put the concealer over and say, hey, I'm done, cleaned up my brow. But I do this so that even when I get my eyebrows waxed, it's not much to do, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm just going in and tweezing those hairs. Ooh, that looked like that hurt. Oh my gosh. Now I know what y'all thinking when y'all watch this. And then you see me brushing up my hairs as I'm tweezing so that I can get all the hairs in place and I'm not plucking a hair that's in one of the most important spots of my hair. So now that I'm done, I'm just spooling the rest of my eyebrows and going in for a final touch before I bring you guys in just a little closer. Okay, so that's really close. So right now I'm about to go in with my Brow Wiz pencil and just turn it up a little bit. I don't put it up more than you should because then it just breaks off because it's really thin. I'm going to go ahead and start with the bottom of my brow and outline it. My slit really helps because it guides me, so I know, I'm about to come up to my arch. So I'm just going to outline the bottom. Keeping it right there to where my hairs start to, or appear to start to grow at. And I'm going to draw where, like over where my slit is, because I'm going to wind up just removing it anyways. And as you can see, I'm using my brow wiz as a guide to know where my arch is. Your eyebrow should start where your tear duct is. Your arch should be at the corner of your eyeball, and then your wing should be on the outside of your, what is it called, your outer tear duct, I guess. So now I'm just showing you guys that I'm going to start outlining the top of my eyebrow. And I'm not starting all the way from the front. That's a no-no. You don't want it to appear artificial, I guess. You want it to be real. So I like to keep no product on the front of my eyebrow, just so that when I put my eyebrow gel on after everything, that the hairs in the front sit nicely and it looks natural. And as you can see, I'm doing a motion as if I'm creating my arch, because I know where my arch is supposed to be. So I just made a little hump. It's not exactly where my hair is, but it's following the guide or the shape of my hair, my eyebrow hairs, so that I know exactly what I'm doing. So now I'm going to darken the arch of my eyebrow, and I'm also going to create little hairs in the front, as you guys saw. Now I'm taking my spoolie and I'm just going to kind of fan out that product so that it doesn't look so blunt. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, so pay attention, because this is where everything gets into detail and what takes so long. I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer only on the bottom brow. Okay, only on the bottom. I just put a little bit on my hand. That way I'm not taking so much product onto my concealer brush, and I get to dab it off on my hand, like the excess product. And I don't know what brand this is. I think I got it off of Wish, and it's called Glow, and I got it in a kit with a whole bunch of eye brushes as well. So I'm just taking the concealer and putting it on my lower brow so that I have a clean, crisp line. Okay, so now I'm taking my NYX Total Control Drop Foundation and I'm going to apply it to the top of my brow so that it does not give a halo effect. Sorry, you guys, I got a message. So I kind of just, it doesn't really matter. I kind of just uh, mix it in with my concealer to give it more like a coverage, but it really doesn't matter. I know a lot of people who do the concealer on top of the brow as well. Me personally, I don't like to just do the concealer because I don't like the halo look, but it doesn't really affect me as much as it does other people, because other people will do it after they apply foundation. And most of the times I do my eyes whenever I do makeup, so it helps to do my eyes before my foundation as well, so that I don't get any product on my foundation. So if you're going to do that, I recommend doing it this way before you do your foundation so that you don't have that halo look. And of course, I got some on my finger. So now I'm applying it on top, and I don't start all the way from the front. I start like right behind where my hairs kind of look, not like hairs, like it doesn't look how it does in the front, how I mentioned earlier, how I wanted it to look sparse as if I had a natural brow in the front, and then you see that ombre effect go towards the end of the brow. So I'm just going to do that and shape it up a little bit to my heart's desire, or however you want to, and then I'm going to blend it out towards the front so that I still have coverage, but it's not as built up as the end of my brows. Okay, so now that I got it the way I want, I'm gonna just go ahead and do the other brow. Okay, you guys, so I'm back after finishing my brow. I'm just going to buff out the top of my brows with this Fenty Beauty contour brush. I'm only doing the top because it's big. I'm going to take a smaller brush for the bottom, and I'm also going to use this one too, just to buff out the edges. Whenever you're applying foundation on top of this, you want to make sure that you just don't have, oh my gosh, I'm talking so fast. I sound illiterate. But just buffing out the edges so that it kind of blends in with your skin instead of it just looking like blotches of highlighted areas. And of course, as I told you guys, the whole trying to show you guys thing wasn't working, so oh well. Well, you know what it was. Fenty Beauty contour brush. Get it, got it, good. Oh my god, sis, stop trying with your pale hands. Oh my gosh. I gave up. So moving on, this is the tiny brush that I was talking about. It's from the same brand that the concealer brush that I have is from. So I'm just going to buff out the bottom so that it is smooth and my line is crisp. And whenever I apply foundation on top, it does not interfere with my foundation. I'm not moving product around. It's already buffed into my skin. Okay, you guys, that is the end of my tutorial. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. Bye bye.